Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the Scorpio gang. What's going on for my Scorpio collective, my guides? Talk to me. Let's see what we got this week, my friends. What's up? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I'm sure you are. But yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting in my opinion. But let's get one card out here. What's up with Scorpio? Let's go. All right, that card flipped in my hand and flipped back in. Okay, we have this Magician showing up here. This is very intriguing to me, Scorpio. Maybe there is something that's got your attention or has your curiosity in this time. But we'll peel back the layers of that before we do. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Let's have a little look here at this Magician. So this is an oracle deck. It's not the tarot, but it does have some similar things to the Magician in the tarot deck. It can speak about creation, manifestation, interest in spirituality. I always say this card does also have little hints of illusion. So in this time, make sure there's nobody trying to hoodwink you, blindfold you, try to get something past you. But another thing that I was feeling intuitively when this first came out is there could be something you were intrigued by, or something or someone that kind of has your attention that you're like, huh, that's a little mysterious. I'm going to look into that a little further. So just know there could be something coming up that like really catches your attention, catches your eye when we have this. That's just the vibe I'm feeling. But hey, maybe for some of you, you just need to know that the Scorpio collective's manifesting powers are extra heightened. Okay, and like I say every week, I'm part of the Scorpio collective, so that's a good thing to me, right? If we're all able to like instantaneously start manifesting things, or not instantaneously, pretty close. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's go for Scorpio. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? I don't want to ramble too much, my friends, but you guys have been showing up and showing out for me for like weeks and weeks now. If I ever do a bonus reading, it's going for Scorpio first, trust me. But yeah, last week's reading was beautiful. It was titled An Amazing Message. And I know that's a broad type of title. I try to keep it simple, but the energies was like one after another, positive on positive on positive, straight across the board. So we're going to hope to keep it like that, Scorpio. But even if it doesn't, you know, energy is never set in stone. So we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. You know the deal. Let's get you 3 cards. So what do we got for Scorpio? We're going to just keep it moving regardless. What's going on? Okay, 8 of Cups. So this could be a card of action and movement, especially in the first position. I do see this as a neutral card. Okay, so you're either wanting to go towards something or possibly move away from something as well. Let's get 2 more. What do we got for Scorpio? Okay, so we have the Emperor in the second position. We're absolutely going to want to check that out. That is like big shot caller control type of energy. Let's get 1 more. What do we got for Scorpio, please? Thank you. All right, so we're going to have some mystery here, Scorpio, because you have a double bonus. The Moon card popped out first, but right with the Moon, we had the 7 of Swords. These are both cards of mystery. The 7 of Swords will be the bonus. So we're going to have to talk about these, Scorpio. Like I said, I don't feel like this is like rough or treacherous in its own right, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. And initially, at first glance, Scorpio, I feel like there is a lot of mystery here. Ever since the beginning when I was saying like, hey, there's something that might be intriguing you, there might be some sort of mystery or something that catches your eye. If you look at this spread, we have a huge card of mystery. The 8 of Cups also has the Moon. It's at nighttime. Then the 7 of Swords. These are all veiled type of cards. But position number 1, the 8 of Cups, to me is a neutral card. Some people say it's a card of abandoning something or leaving something. Sure, that could be the case. But in the first position of my spread, I see this as a big action card of something happening, something popping off. All right, so in this time, you could be wanting to move towards something. In this time, you might be wanting to leave something or walk away. It all depends, but I see this as an inherent action card. So we'll just have to see what's up with that. okay? Whether you or someone else might be in that mode. Now, moving to the center, we have the Emperor. This could represent Aries. So interesting for my chart because it's like all my things are showing up here because I have Aries placements, I have Pisces, but that's besides the point. The Emperor, if it's not an Aries in your life, is divine masculine energy. Very similar to the Empress, right? This is the counterpart. When we see the Emperor, it's that shot caller, big boss type of energy, getting things under control, getting all your ducks in a row, making things go accordingly. So some of you might be in that mode, like big boss mode, for whatever reason. It can represent certain individuals in your life that might be a little too controlling or too overbearing. When we have this, that's the rougher side of this Emperor. It's like dictator type energy. So that's something to watch out for. But generally, I see the Emperor as a positive energy. I mean, that could be my bias, but we're going to keep it moving. For some of you, it could just be representative of an older male figure or father figure in your life. On the back end, this is where the mystery really starts to ramp in, Scorpio. We have the Moon card. The card of Pisces, my rising sign. So when we have the Moon, it is a card that can connect to spirituality, psychic gifts, intuitive gifts, very similar to the High Priestess in that way. So your intuition could be trying to tell you something. Your intuition, your gut could be pulling you in a certain direction. But to me, like I always say, it's my biggest card of the unseen, the mysterious, the unexpected, the surprising. So I really, really want to clarify this and see what's up. Okay, specifically because I haven't seen much mystery around the Scorpio readings in a few weeks now. So whether it's things that pop up, we're just going to have to see. Now, as your bonus card, we'll keep this one brief. We have this Seven of Swords. This card is the epitome of a double-edged sword. This could represent certain individuals in your life that are a little bit snake-like. This could represent liars and thieves, somebody that's like doing something behind other people's backs. This is a card of betrayal. So it's not the best bonus card. It is just another little footnote here because we don't clarify it. But when I see the Seven of Swords, it could also represent things that you don't see happening around you, right? So once again, more of this mystery that we've been seeing or the unexpected. So I really, really want to dive deeper on all this, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so we're going to get a good shuffle here from a Scorpio collective, please. My guides, talk to me. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's start in on that Eight of Cups. And if you're a reader yourself or you're just trying to learn, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop them in the comments. I don't mind at all. Won't be stepping on my toes. All right, Eight of Cups. Why is it here? Been seeing a ton of eights like throughout all the signs this weekend. Page of Wands, yeah. And this is like somebody, to me, it's giving me the vibe of like, all right, I'm doing this. I'm not asking your permission. If that makes sense, like, all right, I'm going to go there and I'm going to do this. And I don't care what you say or what you think of it. Like, this is what's going to happen. Like, that's a vibe I'm getting. So hopefully no one comes at you sideways like this, because this could be communication, all right? This could also be somebody getting offended. I don't know why I'm getting that energy too. So I feel like it's one or the other. Either someone offends you or you might offend somebody else with like your bluntness in this time. So beware of that, my friends. It's giving me this offended feeling. But with this Page of Wands, more fire sign energy, these are communicators, okay? So I feel like it's either the offended or offensive type of thing, or it could easily be someone saying like, all right, this is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. And that's it. End of story. Like, there's no asking for permission here. So hopefully no one comes at you in an aggressive way, because this can be some sort of like aggressive talk or an aggressive communication. That's what I'm picking up. A little harsh. We're going to go in on the Emperor. We're going to see what's up with that, because we got a lot going on here, Scorpio. Why's the Emperor here? I mean, I feel like that with every single Scorpio reading. Hey, there we go. We have the High Priestess. I was just referencing her, more Piscean energy. So we have that surrounding this Emperor, like with the Moon, now with this. When I see the High Priestess, once again, your gut could be telling you to like really enforce your control on something. Like, listen, get this under control. There might be something going on in your life that you know or feel deep down that you need to get control over it quickly. Like, you need to get control of this ASAP. Don't let it spin out of hand. But another interesting thing I'm seeing here is surrounding, like, notice, we're moving into Pisces season. Double Pisces cards around the Emperor. Aries is the season after that. So for some reason, Spirit is really highlighting the next 2 zodiacal seasons heavily. Maybe in Pisces season, a lot of Scorpios are going to be in that big boss mode. Like, I'm making these moves, I'm doing this, I'm lining this up, and that's it. Okay, so do with that what you will. I feel like those are the main 2 messages I'm picking up here. Okay, so either your gut is telling you or your intuition's telling you that you need to get something under control so it doesn't get out of hand, or you're just going to be in Emperor mode. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. That's big boss type of energy in Pisces season. So we're going to see what's up with the moon. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting. So why is the moon here for Scorpio? Thank you. Strength in reverse. Yeah, why am I getting this little connection to somebody feeling offended? Okay, I'm still picking this up on the back end, like somebody is hurt, somebody's offended. Strength in reverse. Hopefully you're not having issues with a Leo here. But when I see that, and just stick with me here, Scorpio, like you might see a side of someone where you're like, I didn't know they were that weak, or I didn't know they were that sensitive. Like, that's a vibe I'm picking up here. It's such an interesting energy this week, Scorpio. So like, people might, I don't want to say you're going to be offending people like crazy, but like, you might see a side of certain people where you're like, all right, you're a little too sensitive there, my friend. Like, yeah, that's just the vibe this is giving me. Okay. Another thing with the mystery, with the unexpected, like with strength in reverse, there might be an unexpected situation that pops up that tests your inner strength. So just know that. But I'm getting so many different messages. I feel like it's either you seeing a weak side of someone and it like turns you or rubs you the wrong way, or this is some sort of unexpected situation that puts you to a test. Okay. And there's a couple of possibilities with that. Scorpio, let's go through and do a quick little recap, because this is an interesting reading. There's so many messages here. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 8 of Cups with the Page of Wands in the upright. 2 major messages here. First is that this is somebody saying like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what my plans are. This is what's happening. I'm not asking for permission. I'm just letting you know this is what I'm going to do. Another vibe I was getting here is there might be some sort of communication, a harsh talk, harsh communication where somebody might walk away offended. So whether someone offends you or you offend someone else or both, that's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Moving to the center, we have the Emperor clarified by the High Priestess. There might be something you feel deep down that you need to get under control so it doesn't get out of hand. That might pop up this week, okay? Like, you need to enforce your control on it before it just goes haywire. And another thing I saw with the Piscean cards surrounding this Emperor is that in Pisces season and in Aries season, you might be in this big boss Emperor mode. Like, I'm making moves, I'm doing this, I'm very motivated, I'm not going to wallow in anything. Moving to the back end, we have the moon with strength in reverse. Like I said, it could be an unexpected situation, of course, where you are put to a test of some sort. Okay, and I know that's something that no Scorpio is intimidated by. Scorpios are built to go through roadblocks and tests. But another vibe I was picking up here, you might see a side of somebody that like seems weak to you, or just it seems so weak that it's like unappealing to you. And I'm not saying that in a mean, non-empathetic way, but that's just what was coming through. I'm going to give it to you how I feel it. But let's get into the shadow card. Please take a screenshot of that. I'd say this is the most interesting reading, in my opinion, all week for all the signs. But I might be biased, though, right? Let's get one shadow card. What's going on? What do we got with Scorpio, please? And yeah, I love doing the shadow card at the end because I feel like it's nice and introspective. So let's see what's in the shadows for Scorpio. Let's see if it links in with this reading. So what's up with Scorpio, please? Thank you. All right, 10 of Wands. This could be a little bit heavy. For some of you, it's very important that you watch out for your own health and well-being and you don't take on too much, okay, with the 10 of Wands and the shadows, because this is one of my cards that could represent ailments, especially in the shadows. So make sure you're getting proper rest, recuperation, relaxation. It might be a good idea for you to practice some self-care and self-love when we have the 10 of Wands in the shadows. Usually this is a card of someone that's tired. If you are feeling drained, if you are feeling zapped, if you are feeling tired, make sure you take the proper time to rest and recuperate. That's a big thing here, Scorpio, with the Ten of Wands. Specifically, watch out for issues with the neck, back, and spine when we have this too, like literally, physically, because the Ten of Wands does represent that to me. But this could also be somebody that is carrying some sort of weight, some sort of burden. So the weight of the world might be weighing on you a little bit in this time, Scorpio. It's all good, though. I don't feel like it ruins the reading or anything. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my friend. Scorpio, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.